Do you really want to save everyone, Colonel? Or do you just want to appease your own narrow definition of justice? You should know that if you don't want something like this to happen again, we both have to get blood on our hands.
Parakaiser! Get blood on my hands. Headlights? I've taught you better tricks for interrogation. Or perhaps they're just too scary for a kid.
Shut up, old fart. One last time. Why are you working with Korg?
That recorder in your pocket. Where'd you get it? A history museum? Take that out. What's the big idea? Snitch the dialogue to the others in the guild? So they can turn it aside like a joke?
You old fool. I'll let you keep your filthy secret with you for a little longer. But listen well. You are currently inside the number 8 restricted area of Rostok's container zone.
What? Who told you to come here? Get your men out of here now!
So you do know what's inside the restricted area? Don't worry. I had my team do some cleaning work here. Now it's your private prison cell. After I seized this place from Korg, I found that the soil around here was heavily contaminated, and bones were buried everywhere. How many restricted areas do they have like this in Rostok? What's Korg's business here?
I don't know.
I have ways of making you talk!
Having the answers won't do you any good. You'll understand when the time comes.
Stop palming me off like a child! Doesn't matter. Sooner or later, I'll become the Akkadian Guild leader, and Korg's shackles will bind us no more. Those who stand in my way have only themselves to blame.
Good thing I didn't teach you how to do a proper body search, boy. What happens between me and my son is none of her business.
Here we are. Egregious crimes or the Akkadian Guild? This is a restricted area to them both for sure.
I'll assume full responsibility.
I didn't mean that. I can see that you want to find out how your dad died. But why do you care about the truth behind the ruckus in Rostok? Out of pure sense of justice?
Is it wrong to do what you believe is right?
Not at all. It's just... Doesn't the training manual say that obedience comes first? At our induction, the director said that what we should do is not the same as what's right to do, and that we need to leave the problem for the bosses to decide.
I know. I was told the same thing. But there are some cases of right and wrong where you don't need anyone else to decide for you. No matter how hard or complicated they seem, right is right, and wrong is wrong. It's as simple as that.
Anubis.
That's what my father used to tell me. Copy. I'm on my way. Let's go. Whoop-whoop.
Lie down!
Target eliminated. Eat it!
Anubis, those monsters we just saw, are they Vispanes?
They fit the description. So yes. There's also residual Bane energy in the soil.
What happened here exactly?
Hey, wait up! I don't want to get lost again!
Next time you take a whiz, find somewhere close around. No one's gonna come back for you again. You went outside the safe zone Kingu told us about. Count yourself lucky you came back at all.
So the rumors are true? There's monsters in the restricted zone?
You won't want to find it out yourself.
That safe zone they just mentioned.
If they were going to lock someone up at this place, they'd pick somewhere clear of Vispanes. That must be it!
Let's follow them.
Target found.
It's
I'll
your
mark
end.
it off the face of the map.
My deduction was correct.
I can still fight!
Don't worry. It's over now.
Yeah.
I can finish them. All's fine now. Let's go. Whoop-whoop.
Assault tactic!
Don't worry. It's over now.
Don't worry, Cat's here!
Surrender yourselves. Target confirmed. Swallow them whole, Lupu. Target
Rest up.
eliminated. Eat it!
Don't blink! Meow!
Bastet?
Boss? I'm so glad you're okay!
Why are you here? And who is this boy?
Long story. We have to leave now, or they'll find us very soon.
Left no one behind.
You sure don't fight like a bounty hunter, kid. Who are you? And your weapon? Are you with the Egregious Crimes Department?
It's a long story, boss.
And don't get me started, Bastet. This kid might be bad at cover-ups, but that ops equipment of yours tells me you're not even trying.
Oh, did I give myself away?
I followed every word that woman gave me. And Parakaiser is still sticking her nose in Rostak affairs?
No, we didn't rescue you because the director told us to.
You?
You and my father fought together.
Boss, you used to be in the Egregious Crimes Department too, right?
Your father's name?
Jackal. I inherited the code name.
He did tell me about an adopted son. Didn't know his son joined Korg as well, though. Anubis, right?
Huh. I want to know how my father died.
What did Korg say about it?
They say he died on duty while handling a smuggling case and offered me some compensation.
And you don't believe them?
I looked through the organization's shelved archives and found that the files on my father and his team were modified. Yours, however, had been wiped clean entirely. You showed up in Rostak only 16 years ago, the same year my father died in the line of duty. The mission briefings and outcomes have been completely erased. No record of where the mission was and who was involved in it. Not long after, Rostak saw a group of people experiencing a particular form of memory disorder. They all talked about a disaster that never happened and that nobody remembered. That same year, Korg began its harsh lockdown of Rostak, cutting the city off from its development. Korg's direct involvement and divergent memories. Isn't that exactly how we deal with certain situations?
You mean...
That chemical plant explosion which caused global contamination. It was actually an enormous quake in Rostak, wasn't it?
But that was more than 10 years ago. Only 3 years have passed since the first recorded quake.
Korg is responsible for recording quakes. If they wanted to cover it up. 2 years after, the Akkadian Guild was established, and a foreign Marduk began to adopt children orphaned by the disaster. He fought for a better life for his new neighbors and helped those with memory afflictions. He soon won over the hearts and minds of the Rostak residents and became their leader.
Enough. I have more than sufficient fancy excuses for hiding the truth from others. But I can't keep Jackal's son in the dark. You have the right to know how your father died. "16 years ago, I was head of egregious crimes. We weren't managed by a schemer like Parakaiser back then, and even I would often go out on missions with my team.
Gotta say, you look nothing like a director, boss.
That day, we received an urgent top-secret mission. The Council wanted me to personally lead a team to Rostak and provide security for some mysterious scientific experiment. I picked a team of people I could trust, and one of them was your father, Jackal.
What was the experiment?
They'd built a great tower in Rostak. At first, the residents here, us included, assumed that it was for the future of the city. And then came the quake.
Hold up. Boss, are you saying the experiment was the cause of the quake? But aren't quakes accidental? We can barely predict them.
Quakes had killed people before, and Korg got them recorded on their internal report. Why was my father's covered up? Also, Rostak is not the only place that saw a quake. Why then has Korg been keeping a vigilant eye here only?
You're smart, kid. Just like Jackal. And you decide to get to the bottom of something, even if you sense only a whiff of it. He died in that quake, and the rest of the security team was killed by the Visbanes, except me. But the quake itself wasn't an act of God. It was man-made.
Man-made? So someone out there knows how to control quakes?
I won't call it control, and Korg had no reason to start a quake. However, the experiment was the direct cause of that quake. Parakaiser told me so herself.
The director?
Parakaiser was the chief architect of Project Grey Tower. Rostak was scarred by rifts and cracks, and it's hard to say if there ever existed a line between the surface layer and source layer. The Visbanes, they just kept coming and slaughtering everything in their wake. Rostak was a sea of flame. I wanted an explanation. I was getting myself into trouble, yes, but I didn't care. I burst into the experiment control room and saw that woman, Parakaiser. Where's the head scientist? Get your ass in here!
Keep it down, if you would. We cannot afford to stop the experiment until we finish collecting the last batch of data.
To hell with this goddamn experiment! Anyone can see it's luring the monsters here! Shut it down, or they're gonna kill all my people!
The Divine Grace signal coming off your gun. An access key. No wonder you managed to get in here, with that outrageous power you have now.
Shut up, you maniac! I'm standing here because it's my brothers who are getting slaughtered out there!
Have you asked yourself the question, Colonel? Why are you able to kill those monsters so easily while your men are dying?
What are you getting at? Quakes? Was that a quake? And those monsters were Visbanes?
Judging from my scan results, you are a newly awakened modifier, and the consciousness embedded deep inside you by Gaia will slowly merge with your old self. Once that's done, all of this will make sense to you. The biggest threat to our world isn't any criminal organization, but what you refer to as monsters.
Then why haven't you stopped the experiment? Why are you luring them here?
You believe the experiment has caused a quake? Well, your assumption holds some facts. After all, we did forge Gaia's authentication certificate, which would have debilitated the already fragile boundary between worlds. But the source layer was eroded long ago. Sooner or later, quakes like this would hit every corner of Gaia, with or without our intervention. No Sapphira Zone or city would remain untouched. If that were to happen, hundreds, even thousands of modifiers like you won't be enough to save the world, Colonel. They won't be able to turn the tide. We don't need heroes to eliminate the Visbanes. We need soldiers and armies.
You son of a...
Unfortunately, these are all defective products. I've failed. But the data from our previous experiment are invaluable for the next step. Should we let this opportunity slip, we'll have to waste decades of effort on rebuilding what we had. Now, I've explained everything to you, Colonel. What's your answer?
Tell me, how many more lives are you going to sacrifice?
You're a soldier, Colonel. And soldiers don't ask silly questions like this. But I can tell you this. Every second wasted here means one more sacrifice squandered.
I will have my vengeance. My brothers will have their vengeance once the threat is eliminated.
Very good. You know where to find me. But you will exit the Grey Tower and continue with your mission at present. I need another 30 minutes to finish gathering the data.
So I went back outside and continued to hold my position with my few fellows. By the time the experiment was shut down, Rostak had been reduced to rubble. I was the only one who returned in my squad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Your father disobeyed my orders. He left the Grey Tower and went to save the wounded in the quake. He was my best friend in the squad. A good fellow. Always followed orders to the letter and supported my every decision. But for that one time, he defied me.
Are you alright, Anubis?
Thank you for telling me this.
You're both modifiers, right? I bet my ass it's so for everyone else in egregious crimes.
Korg invited me to apply 2 years after my father's death. Only 2 in my group got qualified, and the other ones soon went to a different department.
So that Parakaiser has found a way to identify unawakened modifiers. I'm not surprised, though, given she's been trying other ways since her last project.
Is that why Korg has locked down Rostak? To keep this plan secret?
To collect data, that is. The longer they run the experiment, the more quakes there are, and the more restricted areas in Rostak they need to have. The survivors from that first quake had their memories wiped, but the technology wasn't perfect. That's why we've had people who suddenly recovered their memories of the disaster. Korg needs to keep a close eye on everyone here to keep those people from spilling the beans. Parakaiser needs someone to help her turn Rostak into a forgotten city. A price to save the world. And since someone had to do it, I thought it might as well be me.
So the restricted ground zero of the quake, the medical treatment given to those suffering from memory disorders, the ban on exploitation, and the strict controls on traffic and communications. All because of this?
Correct. I may have left Korg, but as governor of Rostak, I still became their stooge.
You're more than that. You got so many people employed and adopted so many orphans. Everything you do it for the good of Rostak.
But you're still hiding the truth from the people. They would never accept pity from the ones who've done them so much wrong.
I guess you do have a point.
I've never asked for anyone's forgiveness. What's the next stage of Parakaiser's plan, now that you've rescued me?
She wants us to evacuate Rostak.
Evacuate? But how can you evacuate so many people?
No. She told us to evacuate from Rostak. Means bringing only you with us.
Is she nuts? What about the fighting and the Grey Tower? Is she just gonna hand Rostak over to that dumb boy?
She didn't say. All she said is that the situation will resolve itself after 9 p.m. tonight.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? If you guys want to leave, then suit yourself! I'm not abandoning this place!
Why join the Resistance?
My parents can't afford to have me under their roof anymore. They used to be miners, but then Korg blocked the mine, so...
No need to sugarcoat Korg's crimes.
Yes!
You now serve the reserve squad. Go find logistics to get your weapon.
Thank you. How should I address you? Sir?
Sir? I don't think I'm older than you, and I'm not your officer. Just call me Kingu like everyone else.
Yes, sir. Kingu.
Next, why do you want to join the Resistance?
They took my dad. He was only selling some knickknacks from outside, but Korg charged him with smuggling. Why should everything coming in and out of Rostak go through Korg's checkpoints? You bet I'm not gonna miss the opportunity to join you and fight against Korg!
Pioneer Squad. Go find logistics to get a weapon. And now he's coming?
Still recruiting? Is something wrong with that dark metal I loaned you?
It's borrowed after all. I don't want to become someone else's puppet like that old man.
Ever on your toes, aren't you? No matter. I trust my sincerity will get you one day.
Explain.
Well, I heard you seized a restricted area as I suggested. Found anything interesting there?
What of it?
Just a little curious if you got Marduk to talk about something.
Didn't say a thing.
How about a more persuasive approach? A little torture could save everyone time and effort.
Save your teachings. I don't trust someone who loves to keep me in the dark.
Once you make up your mind about our cooperation, I'll be more than glad to share them naturally. We are two peas in a pod. The more we know, the more we wish to put Korg's tyranny to an end. After all, one of their top priorities is keeping the secrets of this world buried. If you want to know the truth, you must first have determination and passion. Then, you need to be strong enough. And what have we here now? The leader of a meager armed force. Don't rush to get your hands on world-shattering secrets. You still have Rostak to get hold of.
And Rostak will be mine soon enough!
I know you'd like to get Marduk to fess up rather than stage a military coup. It's the only way you'll gain the other's trust. It's really not that hard. The most expedient means is at your disposal.
You mean...
We're both from Rostak. I don't think I need to say more. Earn everyone's trust and make Marduk talk. 2 birds, 1 stone. To be honest, I don't know why you haven't tried it already. Did it not occur to you? Or are you just feeling squeamish?
Watch your tongue. This is my last warning.
All right, all right. I'll be waiting for the good news then.
Squad 1, with me. Time to pay the old fart a visit.
Bad news, Kingu! Someone busted Marduk out!
What?
We just received the news. They downed all our sentries along the way. No joke. They've already made it to the station.
Lock it down! Squads 1 through 10, follow me!
Looks like this is as far as we're getting. I'll take care of the pursuers. You two make your way out here.
You're the one who should go. I'll do whatever I can to stop them. Bastet, get him out of here.
Huh? Don't be a hero, kid. I don't care how good you think you are. You can't take on that many people at once. Just think of it as my atonement. For your father.
But we came here to rescue you! How do you expect us to leave you behind?
This is between Kingu and me. I don't want anyone from Korg to butt in, especially Parakaiser's people.
I know you're no fan of Parakaiser, but we're not like her. I've only been in the Akkadian Guild for a couple weeks, but I really admire you and everyone else here. As for Anubis, I know he'd break the rules to leave no stone unturned. Have faith in us, boss. We can help you.
Well, what's the plan then? The station's crawling with his men now.
Not for long.
What do you mean?
Bastet forged an SOS message from you, asking other leaders to storm the station and rendezvous with us.
And the appointed time is in 10 minutes.
Copy. I'm on my way. Thanks for your help.
Rest up.
Don't worry. It's over now.
Let's ask them
My
if
deduction
you guys
is
don't know how to
correct.
fight. This is what you get!
Target eliminated.
Enemies ahead. Should we take a detour?
Negative. No point doing that. Now that Kingu's people are everywhere.
What do we do then?
Since they're blocking the path, we'll have to...
Cleave one for ourselves.
Target confirmed. Thanks for your help.
I said I'd be
your
Still
end.
fight.
Eat it! Falcon, lure out the enemy!
Don't worry. It's over now. They're changing their tactic. Now they're trying to trap us inside instead of playing the chase game.
Huh. I suppose that means their leader is here. Gotta hand it to the boy. He learned his job well.
How far is our rendezvous point?
2 more forks, and we'll be there.
I'll show these rookies how it's done. Cover me!
Wait! Thanks for your help.
Taste this!
Target.
This won't hurt.
Can you dodge it? They're overwhelming us! Their main...
Over there, to the front! The rendezvous point! Huh? Where's everyone? Surely you can't be late for the mission to save your boss!
Let's get out of here first! None will escape.
Only two? What a sorry ragtag rescue team you got there, old fart.
This is between you and me, kiddo.
Take all three of them with us.
There you are, boss! He's all right!
Finally! I knew I could count on them to rescue the boss.
You ingrate! Is this how you thank the person who took you in and raised you up?
The boss might have a soft spot for you, but I sure as hell don't. You're not escaping this time!
Seems we have a reunion here. Good. Saves me the trouble. Old fart! I dare you to tell everyone in their faces that you're one of Korg's lackeys.
The boss? One of Korg's? Surely you can spin a better yarn than that.
Use your head, kid. If it weren't for the boss, Rostach would barely survive Korg's lockdown. How could he be working for them?
Boss, we outnumber him now. Let's teach this brat a lesson.
Look at you. A coward from top to toe. A total disappointment. Marduk, I, Kingu, hereby challenge you to a copper duel.
Boss, don't listen to this kid. He's just trying to get the upper hand while you're injured.
We got power in numbers. You don't have to do a copper duel with him.
Kid, give me a hand.
Your injuries.
It's fine. I know what I'm doing. I just remembered something. When Kingu was still little, he suddenly challenged me to an arm wrestling match. And that was back when I was the arm wrestling king of Rostach. What should I do? Give the boy an earful and then brush him off so I could get back to work? No. I accepted his challenge and took him on fair and square as a proper challenger. What is a father if he shies from a challenge from his own son? I accept!
If I win, you'll hand over the presidency and get your ass out of the Akkadian Guild. But before that, you'll tell everyone what you've done. I want everyone to see your true colors.
Beat me before you talk, son.
It's snack time for my wasteland fiend. Gah! I bet that hurts! Is that the best you've got? Yeah! Yeah! Show him what you got, fiend! Yeah! Yeah! Damn! You're not taking me down! I bet that hurts! Crap! Is that the best you've got? Damn! Pulverize! Show him what you got, fiend! How does it feel to rest in pieces? Candy from a baby. Just admit defeat already! Acknowledge me as the new head of the Akkadian Guild, and tell us everything that you've been hiding!
That's enough, Kingu! Are you out of your mind? You're killing the boss!
Why are you still standing?
I'm not down yet, kid.
This is bad. In a copper duel, if no one admits defeat, then...
You asked for it!
Enough.
You piece of... Don't you know no one can interfere in a copper duel once it begins?
I'm not a raw sacker. I'm not obliged to observe your rules. All I know is that you can't kill your own father.
That old fart betrayed Rostog and the Akkadian Guild! He's no father of mine.
He has his own hardships.
What hardships? Oh, I'd love to hear it from him. Now that I think he'll spit it out. It'd be too lame an excuse if a word like hardship can sum up all his crimes. He crossed the line, and that's something I do not tolerate. I don't care what reason he had.
In that case, I'll protect him.
Stay out of it, kid.
It's been many years since I've seen my father. All I have left of him is a photo an inch big. To tell the truth, I don't think I can remember his voice well now. I've thought about it. That if I had been by his side then, maybe I could have saved him. But I never got that chance. I don't want you to do something you'll regret, Kingu.
You...
I already warned you. Leave or lie cold with the old man here.
Here we go. Upu. manhunt starts now. Let's go. Whoopoo. Eat it! It's your end. Finn, my deduction was correct. All's fine now. Target eliminated. None will escape.
Nice one, Anubis!
Whoa!
How could someone like you?
Admit defeat and leave us be.
Like I will let Korg's lackeys go!
Everything he did was to prevent something even worse from happening.
Worse things? What kind of worse things?
That you have to ask him yourself.
Enough. First it's hardship. Now you all refuse to explain it. How do you expect me to understand any of this? What do you think all these people behind me follow me for? Trade business is a no. Korg doesn't allow goods to come in or get out. And with mining permits always getting held up, you have to open a private mine before you can risk your own life. All you can do is live like a refugee, looking for handouts each day to tide you over to the next. And the old fart. After everything he's done for Korg, he doesn't even bother to make an excuse! You might have won, but now that you've broken the rules of the Copper Duel, I don't see any point in holding back. Dark metal!
It's the AGI mecha we saw that day.
Old fart! According to the rules of the Copper Duel, I have defeated you! I'm the head of the Akkadian Guild now, and everyone here must do as I say! Now listen up! Get this nuisance for me! What are you all standing around for? That man has lost! I'm president of the Akkadian Guild!
What do you take us for, kid? We only take orders from our boss.
Put me under your command? I'd rather quit the guild right here, right now!
That's right! Why don't we form a new guild and elect Marduk as president?
So, you all refuse to hold your end of the bargain?
You want to win everyone over with brute force. No one's gonna buy it.
Oh. Then what do you lackeys of Korg have up your sleeves?
What if he has done everything he could in a situation like that?
Bullshit! If I had his authority and power, I'd definitely do a better job than him. I'd never let the people of Rostok live like this! Enough talk. Since you won't acknowledge the Copper Duel, I'll just have to take matters into my own hands!
Stop! Haven't you done enough?
insane energy fluctuation.
What's going on, Dark Metal? Answer my commands!
Kingu, what do we do?
I'll take care of it. You keep your eyes on the other side.
Watch out!
Kingu. Kingu.
What's going on? That explosion just now.
Careful. Those monsters. Our ammo isn't enough.
Monsters? Don't worry. As soon as I fix Dark Metal, they won't be a problem. Hey, just hang in there a little longer.
That big guy we borrowed went that way. Kingo, we did all of this to make Rostach better, right?
Stay calm. Kingu, stay calm. I need to save them. I need to find Marduk. I need... Dark Metal. I need to get Dark Metal back. Did the circuits burn out? Guess I have to do it the old way. I'll take the lead. All of you, follow me! See? I told you to get out of my way.
Sir, Kingu!
You? I thought you were with the reserve squad. Why are you here?
Our team leader received a call for help from the other squads. All of us were told to move out.
Keep your eyes peeled. Watch out for ambushes. Where are the rest of them then?
I've no idea.
So you're a deserter.
I just don't want to die here. My team leader's dead. And nobody could stop that mecha. And monsters are everywhere.
Which way did the AGI mecha go?
That way.
Fine. You're hereby dismissed. Now scram. They're here. Stay sharp. Crap! I bet that hurts! How does it feel to rest in pieces? Kill! Show him what you got, fiend!
Kingu! You son of a... That mecha! My brothers! And these inky monsters, whatever they are! Did you do this as well? Is this your handiwork?
It wasn't! I've no idea what happened. Tell me, where's that mecha now? Tell me now!
How did the boss have such a jerk?
Keep your eyes peeled. They're here. Stay sharp. See? I told you to get out of my way. Hang in there! You're from Squad 1, aren't you? Where's everyone else?
We were broken up. That mecha attacked us. Other monsters. So many. We could.
Keep your eyes peeled. Watch out for ambushes.
Kingo, did Korg do this? It's Korg, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
I wanna go home. My mother's ill and can't recognize anyone but me.
And you will. I'll get someone to send you back. Hang in there. Candy from a baby. Stop! Run identification! Stop! Stop!
the way, kid! Forget the controller! The Bane energy already got that AGI mecha! The point is, you need to run!
I had it in my bag! You did something to my mecha, didn't you?
Listen to me! I've lost a lot of my men as well! There's nothing you can do here, so scram already!
You're not scaring me off like a kid just by yelling at me. Besides, since I made this mess, it's only fair I clean it up myself. Just stay out of it.
Kingu!